And earlier we spoke to the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, Vijay Bahuguna, began by asking him, this is the worst tragedy to hit Uttarkashi in 3 decades. What's the latest in terms of deaths and damage? Is it worse than the state government had imagined?
You see, the level of the Bhagirathi rose by about 20-21 feet in midnight a day before, and it has caused a lot of havoc. About 31 lives have been lost. There's an extensive damage to our phase 1 and phase 2 of Maneri Valley Power Project. The fire brigade station has been washed away. Not only this, about 1,500 people have got displaced. We have put them in. We have given them shelters in government schools,
right, and
government rest houses. We are providing them with all facilities.
Right, so this, of course, really seems to have got everybody back. That's the situation, really, when we talk about natural disasters. But what about accessibility? There are all those villages just so remote, getting to them being a very big challenge.
You see, I have got only 133 crores for giving relief under the calamity fund.
Right.
But that will not be sufficient, because in various districts of the state, we are having unprecedented rainfalls, landslides, and some villages will have to be rehabilitated. So certainly I'll come with a request which is reasonable and which is just and fair. My officers are working around the clock.
Right.
We are preparing the necessary data, and tomorrow I shall be submitting it to the Prime Minister.
Right, you have, of course, but you've spoken to the Prime Minister, you've been assured of all sorts of help. What really is the biggest challenge that you're facing in all of this, sir?
The first is that I have to take out the tourists who are stranded. There are about 900 tourists who are stranded in the Yamuna Valley and in the Ganga Valley. It is because of the landslides at various places, and the bridges are submerged in water. So the first target is to take them out, and wherever they are stranded, to provide them with food and milk, which the administration is trying its best to reach through ponies.
Right.
And then my second priority would be that to assess the damage which has been done to the houses, to the commercial buildings, to residential buildings, to government buildings, and those people who are now, we have provided them shelter, but we have to see that they go back, and we have to give them adequate compensation so that they can construct their houses and get back to their normal life.
Right.
Then there may be some epidemics, so I have to take care of the health. But one silver lining is that I had a meeting for this disaster management in the month of June, and enough food, wheat, rice and kerosene has been already parked in the districts where we expected such calamities. So there is no shortage of food, there is no shortage of gas or kerosene.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app, fully optimized for retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.